Hey y'all, I'm Carol with Free Spirit Arts. I've had some questions and interest about the other things that I enjoy doing. That's fiber arts. I love all aspects of fiber art. I like animal husbandry. I like preparing the fibers. I love hand spinning, needle felting, carding, combing, all of it. Dyeing. I've tried weaving. I wasn't a great weaver, but I think I'm going to try again. So I thought I would do kind of a tour and tell you a little bit about some of the tools I have because there's been so much interest. So this is my fiber area, and it's like the loft above, what would it be, the hallway? I don't even know. It goes to my craft room where I do paper arts. That is a hoop that you would use for hand quilting. I'm going to see if I can't use it for rug hooking. That's a new thing that I've kind of been playing with. This is dyed fiber. I'm trying to think of the plant, can't remember it. Indigo. This is from my sheep. It's from Navajo sheep. And what I did was I dyed it, and then I spun it on my wheel, and I spun 2 strands, and then I plied it together. That's what this is too. It's just spun a different way, and I spun different colors. This is more of a coarse wool. It's Navajo blend. It's blended with something, and I'm not sure I could remember what. This is Navajo and mohair. Navajo is a primitive breed sheep. The Navajo natives really protect that breed, and they use it for blankets and weaving and all their spinning and stuff. I blended this with a goat, an Angora goat, so it has mohair, and it's not coarse anymore. And those little fibers that you see, that's the mohair. This is from our ram. That's a natural color. Our ram's name was Lincoln. Gosh, I'm not sure where to start actually because there's so much. These are fibers that I have purchased from other people who have dyed fibers. This is sparkly things that you can add into your fiber when you're spinning it. So you know how when you get yarn and it's got sparkly stuff in it? That's how they do it. And this is fiber, I don't know what kind of fiber this is. And it's from Greenwood Fiber Works. So it's just Firestar. So this is just stuff that you would add. You could spin it directly, but it's not a natural fiber. Isn't that beautiful? So you would put that in your fiber. This is silk noils. It's really not like the shiny silk that you would think when you think of silk. It's a different stage of the cocoon and processing. And I was looking to see, yeah, if you look real careful, you can still see parts of the cocoon in there. It is very, very soft. And it's kind of a challenge to spin, but it's really fun. I haven't spun a lot of silk. Yum. What is this? Let's just look at this and see what it is. I don't even know, but man. This is fiber that I dyed for a custom order for somebody. They wanted purple and red yarn. I don't know what this is, but I want to. Let's look. hope she labeled it. Merino Tencel, 50/50, yeah. That makes sense. Merino is one of the finer wools. It's very, very, very soft. If you're going shopping and you find a merino sweater, look at the price tag. They're great, big, huge sheep. They grow a big coat. I believe this fiber is yak, but I'm not sure. Hold on. I believe this is yak. That's why I only have this much of it. It's expensive. But I believe that's what this is. It's soft, but it has, it's not hairy. Gosh, I wish it had a name on it. It's soft, but it's sturdy, I guess I would say. You could probably wear that close to your skin, but it depends on whether it was an adult yak or baby. This is my fiber from the farm and a project that I was doing, hooking it with a crochet hook. This is what you'd call rovings. These are all Navajo churro sheep that I've dyed. I've either just dunked it in a dye pot, or I've laid it out on a table and painted it with a sponge brush. And looks like there's surprises down here. Let's look. I think this is silk, yeah. It's silk. This is some samples of yummy stuff you can put in yarn. That was probably a thank you gift from somebody I bought fiber from. Oh, here's some mohair. This is mohair. Looks like maybe it was rinsed but hasn't been actually washed. Yep. This is from our farm. I used to do fiber fairs and craft shows. This is bunny rabbit. I don't think I can open this with one hand. Let's see. Let's just see if I can. Maybe it's open. Nope. Shh, I use my teeth. Don't tell anybody. Okay, this has not been washed. This is from our rabbit. Isn't that cool? And you just pluck it right off the rabbit. You don't kill the rabbit. You just pluck it. And they actually like it. I have a picture of me sitting by the fire and plucking rabbit. This is the softest. This is what you'd want to make baby blankets, spin it with mohair or something really, really soft and make, you can make socks with it. It repels the cold and it's also water repellent. Look how soft that is. Yeah, yummy. These are my favorite books. Some of these you guys have seen. This book right here, I love it. It's all about the traditions of the Navajo, and it shows you how to weave, but it also tells you the thought process behind things, and I love that. More fibers. This is different fibers in different stages. Like that has not been cleaned. This is clean and wound in a roving. Let's see, that's a roving. This is bunny. Looks like maybe I was, oh, yeah, there's a little snowman started. So this is a needle felting pack that I was taking somewhere. That's camel. This is more the same. This fiber here, I actually bought on Amazon. It's from Paradise Fibers. It's wonderful fiber. That is Navajo churro that's vacuum packed in those clothing bags. That is my needle felting box. Not sure what that one is. This is the first wheel that I learned to spin on. I've had it since, I think I've had it 25 years, maybe a little more. These are some fibers that I really loved and some techniques that I tried out. This is what's called a bulky flyer. I like to spin big, chunky, organic looking fibers. And you can't really get the same effect if you use a small bobbin. So when I bought this wheel, it came with the whole bulky thing. This whole thing from here to here just unscrews off and you can replace it with a smaller one. This is called an Ashford Traditional. I bought it, like I said, 25 years ago or so. I bought it with all the accessories. I paid $250 and it's never broken. I've used it and used it and used it. I used it up until about 6 years ago as my solo wheel. It's a very good wheel, and Ashford, it has one of the best customer supports. They can help you with anything. I love it. I haven't spun on it for a while because I have some new wheels. And all it is this is the same wheel, newer. I don't know how old this wheel is. It was given to me a couple months ago. And right now, I've just spun like 2 minutes on it just to see if it needed anything. I cleaned it all up and this is what the gal that had it before me spun on it. And it's a beautiful wheel. And you can see they haven't really changed the design a lot. It's all a matter of this wheel spinning this wheel, and you put the fiber in through this hole right here, and as it twists, it goes up through here, and then you put it on these hooks, and then it winds onto this bobbin. Let me see if I can, oh, I won't be able to, I don't think. No. But you thread it through a little hole here, and then it comes out here. You use that little hook. You have your handful of fiber here. That's this stuff here. And it spins and spins and spins and goes up here, and then it winds onto that bobbin. And then you have yarn. That's just one or a single ply. And you do that all by treadling. You can get a double treadle for this, but it's just preference. I like a single or a double, doesn't matter. A few years back, a gal was selling this. I wanted one so bad. It's a little pricey. It's an Ashford too, made by the same company, and it's called a Country Spinner. Now this is for spinning big, chunky fibers and a lot of it. I think this is a 2-pound bobbin. 1.5 or 2 pounds. The bobbins even are expensive. This is an expensive wheel. It's custom for people who want big, chunky fibers. And that's just the extra wheel where it's stored. Let me see if I can fix my phone. I gotta hold it precarious because I got it in a case. That's just an extra bobbin. So if you have that bobbin full, this bobbin full, then you take both of them and you can ply them together, and then you have a double ply. It's called 2-ply yarn. And there's the wheel that spins it all up. And the same rules apply. It's all the same. Every wheel you get is going to do the same thing. It's going to take raw fiber. You hold on to it while, let's see if I can do it. While you treadle, I can't because it's a double treadle. I got to have 2 feet. And it spins around and it pulls it out of your hand as it's twisted. And this yarn, I was throwing in extra color and extra stuff, shiny stuff. And that's what I prefer. I love chunky yarn. So when I inherited this wheel, I also inherited quilting stuff. And this is a stand-up quilting frame. I don't have any use for it. I'm sure I'm going to sell it. I'm not a quilter. Thank heaven. That's one thing I haven't gotten into. And I just don't see me standing up to use it for anything. That is a larger quilting frame that I could use for rug hooking. It's a little big for me though, so I'm not sure I'm going to use it. These are a different way to spin. These are called spindles. You hold them in your hand. The fiber goes in that little hook right there, and it spins and spins and spins. You spin it with the palm of your hand or on your leg, and then you load it onto that post. That's a part of spinning that I have never gotten into. I've tried it a couple times. Wasn't my gig. It made me say bad words, so I don't do it. But I inherited those. This is more sheep fiber wool, Navajo Charro wool. I think this is caracal, which is actually a rare breed sheep. We had one caracal sheep. Some people call them broadtail. All those bins are full of fiber. When you get into spinning, there's so much to it that it's really easy to collect different things. This is oils for my wheels and then my instructions for different things. I have a lot of books about spinning and weaving. I have needle felted. He's a little worse for wear. Let's see, what else was I going to show you? Oh, this is a ball winder. You clamp it onto your wheel, and then you crank that crank, and it makes a ball for you. So when you can reuse your bobbin when you get your bobbin all full. These are just bags that I grab and go when I go spin with other people. The wonderful thing about spinning that I like is there's a community. Like most hobbies, there's a community that loves it as much as you do, you know? And they're normally just wonderful people to be around. That bag